Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be making this insanely good peri peri jollof rice. So this is a slightly different take on the classic jollof rice with just a little something extra. I'm also going to show you how I made this peri peri fish which I paired with the rice, which was just the perfect combo. So I'm going to start by preparing my peri peri sauce. Here I've added some chopped bell peppers, onions, bird's eye chili, garlic cloves, and fresh thyme. I'll add a drizzle of oil and then I'm going to take that to the oven to grill for about 30 minutes. You can also bake or air fry this. When it's done, I'm going to transfer it to my chopper. You can use a food processor, a blender, or whatever gets the job done. I've added the peppers and onions. Next, I'm going to just squeeze out the garlic, and then I'm going to add a squeeze of lemon juice, crushed chicken stock cubes, salt, oil, and sugar. And don't worry about the sugar, it's not going to make the dish taste sugary, it just balances out the other ingredients. I'm going to blend this until it's completely smooth, and after that the peri peri sauce is ready. I'm going to separate the sauce into two. I'm going to use one part to make the rice and the other part is for the fish. To make the rice, start by sauteing some chopped onions. When the onions are translucent or soft, I'll go ahead and add the tomato paste. I'm going to fry the tomato paste for about 5 minutes on medium heat, and I'm going to be stirring this constantly so it doesn't burn. It's important to fry the tomato paste really well to get rid of the tangy taste. Next, I'll add part of the peri peri sauce. I'm just going to fry this for about 1 to 2 minutes because that's already cooked. The peri peri sauce is already very well seasoned, so I'm not going to be adding any additional seasoning at this point. Next, I'm going to add my washed rice, some meat stock, and water. I'm using long-grained parboiled rice for this recipe, and I washed the rice several times until the water ran clear. I'll give this a good mix until everything comes together. I'm going to add a bit more water to this, and then I'll season with some salt, thyme, and a bay leaf. I'll give this one last mix, and I'm going to add a bit more water, enough to cook the rice, and then I'll cover this and allow to cook on low medium heat for about 30 to 35 minutes. While the rice is cooking, I'm going to get started on the fish. I'm using croaker fish for this recipe. I'm going to pat dry the fish with a paper towel just to get rid of any excess moisture that may be on the skin. Next, I'm just going to cut deep lines on both sides of the fish. This is just so the seasoning can really get deep into it. I'm going to season first with salt and really make sure it gets in all parts of the fish, especially on the inside and even the head if you plan on eating that. Dry rub and massage the salt into the skin like this. Next, I'm going to prepare a wide baking dish and line it with foil paper or parchment paper. You can use either one, but I'm using both. For easier cleanup, I like to do the remaining part of the seasoning on the lined baking dish. So I've added the remaining part of the peri peri sauce, and I'm going to rub that generously on both sides of the fish. Make sure you also get some of the sauce on the inside and also on the lines we cut earlier. Lastly, I like to add some lemon slices. The acidity of the lemon pairs so well with the fish, so definitely do not skip that. I'm going to cover tightly and then transfer to my oven, and I'll be baking this for about 25 minutes covered. You can either grill on low heat or bake at around 375 degrees Fahrenheit. After about 30 minutes, the rice should be fully cooked. I'm going to give this a mix just to release the steam. If you find the rice is still a bit too wet at this point, you can allow it to continue to cook without the lid on, but give it a mix first just to release any trapped steam so it doesn't start to get too soggy. On most occasions, the more you mix, the more it's going to loosen up, so you can turn off the heat at this point. And here it is, our peri peri jollof is ready. If you want the jollof to have the added smoky flavor of classic Nigerian jollof rice, what you need to do is cook on medium stroke high heat instead of low heat. That's going to give that perfect mixture of peri peri jollof mixed with Nigerian classic jollof rice. After about 25 minutes, the fish should be ready. I'll take it out, open it before returning it to the oven for an additional 5 minutes. The extra 5 minutes is just to give the fish skin a nice and crispy texture. Our peri peri fish is ready, so I'm going to go ahead and serve this. To serve the jollof, just put it in a small dish. You want to make sure the jollof rice is still hot if you want it to mold properly. Press firmly with a spoon and then quickly place it upside down on the plate. You can also use a parchment paper to cover the top and then gently place it on the plate and then slide the parchment paper off. Finish this off with some fried plantains and enjoy. This combo was so good. Let me know what you think about this recipe. The full recipe will be in the description box, so you can check that out. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you're already subscribed, thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.